Apparently not. Bull in a china shop. So anyway, now that I got this dagger, I should, like, as you saw there, should have a lot less issue facing off against these other fecks. Did I grab the shrine? Yes, I did. I'm really hoping we see some Diablo 3 news in 2018. That would be fantastic. To be honest, I'm still not sure when I'm releasing this. I might release this, you know, just as a bonus episode, like, you know, one a day till I'm done, around the time of recording. Or I could release this sometime in the future and, you know, one a day, but according to the backlog, you know? So, after Witcher 3. Part of me wants to go according to the backlog. Part of me wants to not. It's a hard choice. Might just say fuck it and go one way or the other. Just gotta figure out what I want. You know, like, not what I want, but just which way do I want to say fuck it. I'm a lot less worried about those flying bat things. A lot less worried. Always having all this extra life regen for each hit, and especially with that huge ground AoE I can just toss down. I'm not exactly in any danger. Ooh, another enemy. Snot Spill, I've already killed you. Please, leave and bring back someone I haven't. Still, we're only on level 4. There's level 4. There's plenty more space for me to run into new ones. I'm actually thinking this might be the kind of case where you have to run this a good few times before you can actually get all of them. I suppose I could run it all on Drom. Oh, also automatically equipped the Undead Crown. Gave dexterity and vitality, no intelligence. So, bit disappointing. But, oh, sorry. They gave dexterity instead of intelligence. Bit disappointing, but whatever. Also have the Lucky Cord of the Bear on now. So extra gold and the expert dexterity. I don't need... the extra life per hit is tempting, but nah, we'll stick with the extra vitality. Nope. Just an explosive barrel. Ooh. Just keep hitting enemies. Hitting enemies. Okay, that was a little rougher than I expected it to be. Ooh, the minions hitting someone doesn't count towards my bonus. That's annoying. Wonder if I'll run into any more legendaries. I may not. Oh, Garbad the Weak. Seems wherever you find Snotsville, you find Garbad. But regardless, he still drops some gear. It's a mighty belt, so no. 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 What will I would give for some intelligence gear? Shadow beasts. Uh-huh. There's the aberrant. Okay, there's 2 ways I've left to go. I want to make sure I explore fully everywhere, because I know it feels right. Oh, you. Nice. Yeah, it just feels right to, check everywhere. You never know what rare I might miss out on. And oh, the rares are fantastic. I'm seeing a little white speck over there. There wasn't much here. So we'll start the trek back. I'm ready to say right now, I'm just enjoying the stroll. Enjoying the ambience. The wonderful, wonderful ambience. Doesn't get better than this.
The smell of death surrounds me.
I would imagine you are in, a crypt. A very, very large crypt.
My power grows vast.
Even more archers. I am not a fan of them. Spirit is willing. Gain 12 mana each time Spirit Barrage hits. You can also get Acid Cloud, which causes acid to rain down, dealing an initial 300 weapon damage as poison, followed by 360% weapon damage as poison over 3 seconds, though enemies who remain in the area. I'll stick with this for the moment, but when I can get a better... ooh, and we'll get Humongoid, which allows him to basically cleave opponents, which will be useful. It is 585% of your weapon damage as cold. Fetish Army. Summons an army of 5 dagger-wielding fetishes to fight by your side for 20 seconds. The fetishes attack for 108% of your weapon damage as physical. Big Bad Voodoo. Can conjure a fetish that begins a ritual dance that increases the attack speed and movement speed of all nearby allies by 15% for 20 seconds. I'll stick with this guy. 4. Hex. He'll periodically heal allies. The Hex enemies take additional damage. Transform into an angry chicken for up to 2 seconds that can explode for so much damage as poison to enemies within 10 yards. Toad of Hugeness, summon a giant toad that pulls in enemies, swallows them briefly, then spits them back out with a layer of goo. That deals 750% weapon damage as poison over 5 seconds, slows them and increases damage taken by 15%. Hex enemies explode when killed, dealing 500% weapon damage as fire to all enemies within 8 yards. Stalker. Increase movement speed by 20% for 4 seconds after casting Horrify. On we go. Another recorded bear. There we go. Corded bear. How does this reduce my recovery? I'll stick with the extra gold. Yeah, none of these heroes have ever heard of the delicate touch. Oh, a book. The Book of Blood. So we're here doing that little puzzle to get the armor. Puzzle is such a strong word.
And so, locked beyond the gateway of blood and past the hall of fire, valor awaits for the hero of light to awaken.
I don't remember any a wall of fire, to be honest. Unless they mean this in a metaphorical sense, in reference to all the skeletal archers that have turned up. But to be honest, they... Actually, if that's the same person who wrote... If that's the same person who wrote this later on books we find, then yeah, they would have known about skeletal archers. So, yeah, that could have been a nod to them. Whoa. Christ, all these overlords. Okay, I'm feeling like I should be tossing out more spiders, that it contributes more. The other things, yeah, I feel it really does contribute more to the overall damage the enemies take. The other thing may do... It just feels like more enemies get hit by the spiders than the enemies that get hit by the darts. Well, the magic missiles. Maybe the magic missiles do more, but I know this feels like the right answer. What? Wow. Whoa. Sure. Increases my life by dog's life, and Gargantuan's life by 20%, and gives me an extra dog. Christ, the Horn Demon got a single charge off and just demolished me. Toss that down. So even with this new weapon, I'm not invulnerable. Good to know. It keeps you humble. Okay, my lines are kind of fracturing. Just worried with the next charge, or next knockback, they might be able to break through. And since I go down like a chump, that's a little terrifying. Whoa. Toss that down. Do it. If I saw that flickering on the screen, I feel like I need to give an epilepsy warning. Fantastic. Kinda wish I got something that gave me bonuses towards spider jars. Arcane's Valor. Slightly lowers my toughness, but gives me 31 intelligence, 5 vitality, 35 life per second, 37 life per second, 37 life per kill, and reduces the duration of control impairing effects by 6%. Yeah, let's put it on. Maybe that wall of fire thing is only in Diablo 1. How if I know? Socketed Jagged Edge. We'll take it. Probably won't end up using it. considering I got this weapon, the only weapons I'll probably be changing out is the fetish. I might change out the dagger, but that's probably only if I get another legendary, you know, or get something really good. The horror archer. That's how bad they are. They're so bad at archery that they inflict horror on their enemies. Horror and embarrassment. The embarrassment is actually quite lethal. Many victims have died out of sheer embarrassment for the archer. I have such interesting pronunciations of words. Whoa! Guten Tag. One of them was called Blink, I think. Ah, yes. The blinking enemy is. I thought it was one of the dog-like things. I didn't get a good look at it. I just saw the name on screen. Whoa, guten Tag. Okay, that went well. Nearly level 25. Dark one. I didn't even notice it. Flesh clan. That just sounds creepy. Nice. The big guy there just walking near things just starts damaging them. Shadow Crow. This one's a new one. I know this probably is the most entertaining of things, but I do find it hilarious. I'm fending off the armies of hell by flinging jars of spiders at them. And now I really want to go level up a witch doctor, so I can kill the primeval with the jar of spiders. Then I can kill the angel of death with a jar of spiders. Brine Brace. Reduces cooldown of all skills by 5%. Yeah, let's use this. Okay, let me just take a quick drink. Sorry, meant I missed out on a little bit of that XP bonus there, but I'm leveling up just fine. And I do recognize... Is that a missed way? Oh, good, I don't have a missed way. Thought I might have. Oh, well done. Christ, can't bring you anywhere. Just breaking the place up. Utterly shocking. Utterly terrible. Oh, heavens above. Dead Shade, Fleshmaw. Whoa. I think Dead Shade Fleshmaw is an old one. Yes. Iron Gothic Shield of Focus. Sounds good. Oh, it's one of these, yeah. Okay, moving on. Ah, more archers. That to help kill them off that bit quicker. And down this way. Breaking up things as you go. Great, more teleporting. Just what the doctor called for. He lied. Yeah, no, the doctor asked for more. You know, you know that skit that's going around, that's frequently referenced, you know, that cowbell skit. I've never actually seen it. Or I think I may have seen a clip of it. But I've never actually seen the whole thing. Or if I have, I bloody well don't remember it. Yeah, I think I've only ever seen a clip. So, yeah. I was gonna make a reference to it, but I feel wrong referencing it, considering I've never actually personally seen it. So I have a few empty slots. I question if I'll fill them. I probably will. Bit by bit. You know, enemy horde by enemy horde. Winged Demon. What model are they using? You know, from the Diablo 3, because every creature we've seen here is using a model from Diablo 3. So, except maybe, you know, Big Diablo himself. So, Winged Demon. What model are they using? Wouldn't have a clue. You know, considering the force at which those barrels exploded, I'm surprised no one's impaled. Or maybe they are and just it feels too awkward to bring it up. Oh. Didn't even... Woo! Didn't even notice they were there. I was too busy just wanting to move forwards. In my case, I did miss a secondary path. Chamber of Bone. It seems a secondary path is the way I'm going to have to go. So... Oh, beautiful, a new one. Bilefrost, the Pit Master. Oh, this place is the pits. Whoa. Alright, I thought he was going to teleport me or something, but no, he was just going to stop the ranged character from moving. Oh noes, whatever will I do? Well, the ranged character who's at range from moving. Shaman's Reign.
Overburdened.
Massively increases recovery, but where's my toughness? Yeah, it was 36 vitality and so much dexterity? Yeah, I'll lose 36 vitality and 43 armor. The dexterity is a 1-to-1 translation into armor. But it will give me a lot more mana. Oh, sorry, a lot more life. Oh, and it will actually give me more mana and regen. Sure, we'll do it. Oh, and we will definitely put this on too.
This cannot be opened yet.
I suppose I could leave, but to be honest, I feel almost uncomfortable leaving in case I know the game takes issue with that. I do not want to have to run this again. This is a few of an hours of a commitment, and I don't want to end up missing out on it, you know?
Beyond the Hall of Heroes lies the Chamber of Bone. Eternal death awaits any who would seek to steal the treasures secured within this room.
Sorry, my fault for getting distracted.
So speaks the Lord of Terror.
Damn it.
And so it is written.
Fine, grab these. Gear's
I
damaged.
cannot carry any more. Returning to town.
Talk to you.
Got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
Hair.
So, why are you here, Templar?
I swore an oath.
Surely our friend would have helped you without such an oath.
Not to our friend. To my order. I mean to recover the lost tomes.
Do you always do what they tell you to?
Of course. You have no honor. You would not understand.
Also, I was just thinking one thing. Oh, there's the cube. I was just thinking one thing. Remember the Scoundrels quest? Actually, remember all those henchmen? The companions, those three there. All their quests end kind of with to hint more. I think hers is kind of wrapped up a bit more than the other two, in a sense. Like when you go with the Scoundrels quest, it's like his wife, his brother's wife, killed his brother. She was the assassin who killed him, or something. And that said, after we deal with the Reaper, we'll go after her. And that's never dealt with. The Templar, his thing is, he's discovered the corruption within the Templar organization, and he's going to free all the Templar. She's trying to seek out any of the surviving sisters. She's also looking for the guy who started her quest. I can't remember what the terminology. So it's just I swear I have a vague recollection of it, and I swear hers was a bit more wrapped up in a sense, just from a certain perspective. But maybe I'm vaguely remembering it, so I'm probably boggering it. But in any case, to one degree or another, they all have, like, especially the Scoundrel, because he's we'll deal with it afterwards. The Templar and her, they could go their separate ways and deal with it themselves. But the Scoundrel outright says it, This is all going off my vague recollection of something that happened over, a year ago. So, and it was in a game that I was kind of really not doing too hot on at the time. So maybe I'm misremembering. That's perfectly possible. But basically, my thought is simply, there's a plot thread they never finished, and I said in my tweet, I rewatched a tweet I put out last night. I rewatched the finale of Diablo 3. I rewatched that cinematic, and they clearly hint at something else, at something, Like one, you know, our champion, he's fantastic, but he's mortal, and he'll be tempted by corruption. And will he give into it? And they're clearly hinting at something, hinting at another expansion, and I really want to see it. I really want to, you know, see the continuation of the hench people story and that, you know? I really want to see that continue. Forget what I said about the sorceress or enchantress. I can't remember how her story played out. I swear it kind of ended on a not quite a fully resolved note. Like there was still the mystery of who the guy was and whatnot, but she wasn't like, you know, like I was saying with the smuggler or the scoundrel. He was, you know, afterwards we'll deal with her kind of thing, and whatnot. She didn't have that. She didn't say anything like that. Just I have a vague recollection that her, you know, hers was wrapped up. But it really isn't, is it? Yeah, sorry, my recollection of the whole thing's vague. Yeah, no, her thing is as unwrapped up as the rest of theirs. You know, there's, you know, a bit more to it. Sorry, this is the issue. I start making one point, and the more I talk about it, the more I realize I completely fucking misremembered that point. I have a completely different vision of it. It's, you know, complete misrecollection. It's actually very awkward and embarrassing because it's just like, like, well, I made a dog's dinner at that point, you know. But yeah, basically, yeah. The hench people story ain't wrapped up, and there's clearly hinting at least one more expansion for the Diablo 3 main character. So I'm really hoping we get a Diablo 3 expansion to wrap that up, you know? Maybe the one where we get Heya back. Because the jeweler hinted at it. And the jeweler is clearly something. You know, there's hints that he's secretly that trickster god, or, you know, that or whatever he was. There's hints that he's secretly that, but, you know, whatever he is, even if he is just a wise jeweler, he is hinting at getting Heya back. So it feels like there's like 2 hints at a new expansion there, and 3 stories that have threads that have yet to be fully wrapped up. So I'm hoping. So yeah, I'm hoping we get onto that soon. Nice. Hopefully sometime in 2018 we'll get, at the very least, an announcement for it. I don't care if we don't, we'll go that way after here. I don't care if we don't get it, as long as we get an announcement. The fact that even knowing that Blizzard's working on it will be enough. Because while they did do an expansion before and then cancelled it, them at least announcing that they've, you know, that it's coming out is a sign that they aren't going to, you know, do that again, you know, because they would have gotten through the cancellation stages. Well, okay, they could still. They actually no, they cancel it after announcing, you know, StarCraft Ghosts. So yeah, technically, no, I am quite wrong there, but it's damn it, it's me holding out hope.
The great pestilence in Westmarch killed both humans and beasts alike. The panicked survivors then threw the corpses of both into the plague tunnels. Now the Reaper's presence has revived many of those interred there, with the bones of beasts rising again as skeletal crawlers, driven to kill the living.
No, that's awfully friendly. And property values declined by, you know, 10% in Westmarch that day. Damn, I was hoping one of those barrels could be explosive.
Heal me!
Yo. Beautiful. Hit these. Damn archers. Can't remember what skeletal crawlers look like. Oh, I kind of got a glimpse of one of them there. Yeah, nothing to write home about. Kind of cool. Not sure if one of my dogs is glitched there. It'll unglitch in a bit. You know, if it gets too far behind, it pops back up here. Okay, move. Kill. Okay, when this is done, I'm probably going to get a level. Then again, depending on the amount of enemies I get here, I might get that level before,
My spirit
Nope.
flows fast.
No. Chainmail. Desperate Grasp. Wife is Death. No. Reduces the cooldown to 4 seconds. So could I have more than one active at a time? Nice. Okay, we'll switch to Acid Cloud, because then I can just toss, do right click. This. And make enemies stay in for the 3 seconds. Which means even more damage. 3. Just keep hurting, keep hurting, keep hurting. 3. Right click. 3. 3. Okay, that is also a cool, you know, little animation up top. That did look cool. I was hoping, I remember when I came down here the first time, I got a legendary. I was hoping I would be lucky again here down here. Because there isn't really much down here of value. You know how I'm like level 28 now? I wonder if I could go do like, you know, the Act 5 adventure mode stuff. Will that scale to me? Or will that, or will it not? Yeah, got nothing in Chamber Bone. So, I guess I got some more XPs and all that. The legendaries of friends we made along the way. Fucking blinking. For a moment I didn't recognize these zombie dogs as mine. Thought they were an enemy of some sort. I'm liking that acid rain. It's nice. Whoop. Yeah. Yeah. Crikey. Eh? Great. More. Okay, I actually need line of sight.
I overflow with blessings.
Restless Giant. When it encounters an elite enemy, or when 5 is near.